sports coverage of the National Football League. Brings us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where they fire up the crowd with the striking of the anvil. As it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. And Greg Olsen with you. Michael Badgley will be the first to get this one going. Off we go from Indianapolis. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So out come the Titans, and they are led, Greg, by Cam Ward. Same alma mater as you, University of Miami, the #1 overall pick in this past April's draft.
I'm not sure if a guy jumped into the NFL scene quicker than Cam Ward a year ago at the University of Miami. I was down there. I watched his college debut for the Hurricanes in the swamp against Florida. And I walked out of there. I'm not so sure if I knew he was going to be the first overall pick, but I knew he was going to be an unbelievable college player. And here he is with the future of this franchise on his shoulders. He's not going to blink. Everywhere he's been, every coach says Cam Ward changed the future of our team, of our organization, and there's no reason to think he's not going to do it again. Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
They work just shy of midfield on 2nd and 9. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap for Wolf. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Alvin Ridley. Touchdown, Tennessee. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Titans will take a 7-0 lead.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that rim. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Anthony Gould now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds on a very solid return. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
You know, how often do we see guys in the league, Mike, that are former first-round picks? They get significant starting time with their original franchise, and then there's a change of address, right? They got to go play for a new team and start a new chapter of their career. Some guys take it and run with it, and some guys we never hear from again. I have a funny feeling this situation he's walking into in Indianapolis, I think, is a really good one for NFL quarterbacks. I think he has some pieces around him, and I think people don't appreciate the kind of athlete and the skill set that Daniel Jones has.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
He'll step up and run. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Jones now on first down. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down? I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with the deep touchdown. Instead, let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Throwing is Jones on third down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Indianapolis.
First down.
And third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And a nice job, able to dance away, get forward for a pickup of the half.
Tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go again here with Taylor. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short. But he has picked up the first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the first down.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? Jonathan Taylor, touchdown Colts.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Here's Michael Badgley for the point after. He's got it. And the Colts come right back to tie it at 7.
The game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Titans offense ready to possess the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Take the handoff. Now Ward. He takes off. And he'll give himself up here. That's a gain of 5 on first down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action, it's Ward. Exiting the pocket right. It'll be a little short of that first down. Tackled at about the 37-yard line.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
They'll go with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And the Titans, first down. A gain of a yard.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off the call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Now the jet sweep. They give it to Ridley. And there's defense. There's nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Ward. In trouble, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Former All-Pro Johnny Hecker out to punt for Tennessee. Back deep for the Colts, Anthony Gould. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Gun, it's Jones. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play. But put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, an underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A quick throw on his RPO, and Downs has it. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Jones, gonna hang on to it here. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
3rd down and 3. Shotgun now for Jones. He's got his tight end. That's one. That half play good for 22. That's good for a Colts first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second level.
And he's in! Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Colts. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this first quarter alone.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Here's Badgley for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Titans 7.
As the kick's away. On the return, it's Jim Deacon. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. So after 1, it's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Titans football here to start quarter number 2. They've got it with 2nd down and 13 in front of them. They send Ridley in motion. From the gun, here's Ward. This throw, right side, taken in by Ridley. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that. But these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space. And he killed that play before it even had a chance to develop.
Third and long. Here's Ward. Oh, a wide open receiver. That's Jefferson. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Throwing is Ward. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Colts have come away with the football. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Jones keeping this one.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here is the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Jones. He'll try and get there on the ground. Jones into the slide, protects himself, and picks up the first down.
That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Off-balance throw, it's complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, Indianapolis.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On play action, it's Jones. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, The defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball, and he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is the Pro Bowler, Jeffrey Simmons, in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
On 3rd and long, it's Jones. That is brought in at the 10. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody down there.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Now, Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Play loss of yard. It's now 3rd
and 3rd and goal. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. Now, tack on the extra point. It's up and through. And the Colts will take a 21-7 lead.
7.
Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense back onto the field for their next possession. Try to establish some tempo as we start this one with 1st and 10. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw is Ward. That is caught by the man wearing 0.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on third down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. On 1st down, Ward. That caught Tony Pollard. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Ward. His pass caught. It's Kiggle count close. And he'll be marked down to the 45-yard line. First pitch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. We've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Ward. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming. Johnny Hecker now. He's on for the 2nd time. They try to get something inside the 10. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
He keeps it himself. And a nice run and close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Jones looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A gain of 11 on that one. And that's good for a Colts 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Colts 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And he's going to have the first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Jones. Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. In comes Michael Badgley for this field goal try. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And the Colts tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
Travel like a dawn, I'm a traveling man. LAX out the Baltimore, they landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, and ball in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the monkey way.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. He'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Now it's Ward. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Ashton Doolin now to return it. And they will finally get him down. He gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Colts offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is first and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
10 yards. It's not
just the block is creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
2nd and inches. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
It's the quarterback with the sneak. He's going to have a Colts first down. At least the first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Look at him move away from the tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 3. Now a play fake. Jones. He runs with it.
It's a gain of 8. And the Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
That's Pierce in motion. From the gun, it's Jones. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Julius Chestnut to bring it back. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Titans offense ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Okonkwo. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's Brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings it 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Wolf. Left side, taken in by Heilman.
Now, breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the time. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
1st and 10. From the gun, here's Ward. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 on that pass play. That's good for a Titan first down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Titans.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
1st and 10, and they give it to Pollard. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Ward. He'll get this out wide to Pollard. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. 3rd and long. Throwing, Ward. To the left side, caught by Ridley. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming back.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
They'll run here. It's Pollard. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
The loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Ward. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Alec Eilmanner. Touchdown, Titans.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Sly now for the point after. His kick is good. And the Titans are able to cut into the deficit.
Titans 14.
Y'all can't talk about basic. We better know power. Also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't talk the nature.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Complete, and he'll be brought down around the 38-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to pull out the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Terrific interior performer Jeffrey Simmons on the stop.
At the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Jones. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Third down, they need 5. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He gets this one complete to Pittman.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Colts first down. First and 10.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
He'll check this one down to Taylor. And no chance to turn it and go. That one good for just a couple.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And a good job rallying to the football. Just a gain of a yard sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Again, it's Jones. He's got his tight end. That's 1. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Colts first down.
And the Colts first down.
playing the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face 2nd down and 7. On the give, this is Taylor. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. He'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Colts will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Chestnut. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Now comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. But they'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, it's Ward. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On play action, it's Jones. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. It's an incompletion. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. It'll lead to a 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. this one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Titans offense ready to get back to work. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Well, that run came at the perfect time. Like, anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 1st down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs. Keep this drive alive.
On 1st and 10, Ward. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And they will finally run him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards.
A gain of 37 yards. 1st down, Tennessee.
And this is just where you see some of the speed of these wide receivers, Mike, really make their presence felt. And then when you have a quarterback that has the arm strength and the accuracy to get him the ball downfield, it's a deadly combination and one that's going to really open up other things as the rest of this game unfolds.
And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
He'll step up and run. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Back to throw is Ward. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, very big touchdown there, makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a 1-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the 4th quarter.
For the 2-point conversion.
To throw is Ward. That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and The result, 2 points.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Throwing on first down is Jones. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards. Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
On the ground, it's Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. It's going to be third. They need one. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. They'll run on first down with Taylor. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Now it's 2nd and 1. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. They'll drop to throw. This throw right side, pulled in by Hickman. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Indianapolis.
37-yard line.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Colts. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.